It's a huge, unadulterated electric hybrid with polarizing styling, lots of valuable tech and magnificent mentality. Along these lines is the Ioniq 5 from Hyundai. In a real sense. Also, indeed, both are a lot greater than they show up in pictures. It's not simply viewpoint. We like the Ioniq 5 definitely, and Kia's EV6 is basically a stage share/sister vehicle with the 5 and beginning GV60. Because of a joined corporate and brand structure that is enthusiastic about normal resources. It depends on the electric worldwide particular stage called EGMP, has something very similar, standard in the UK, 800-volt charging design and generally a similar equipment and drivetrain choices. All get in excess of 300 miles of WLTP reach, and we don't, at present, get the more modest battery, 58 kilowatt-hours, 250 miles of reach, vehicles in the UK. Strangely, it accompanies a marginally greater battery, 77.4 kilowatt-hours usable plays 72.6, and an insignificantly more limited wheelbase than the Ioniq 5, so these two aren't twinning however much certain individuals could envision. It is a totally different car. While the EV6 could share the fundamental hypothesis as the Ioniq 5, from the off it feels significantly more driver zeroed in, substantially more personal inside, and has less boot space. There's more straightforward and particular directing, better body control, still in setting of a more than 2-ton electric SUV, mind, and more honed reactions. Sport mode, got to from the little or at the base left-hand side of the wheel, brings quicker choke reaction and heavier guiding, as well as a red for risk run and more phony commotion, however truly causes the EV6 to feel more committed. And it's quick, the choke guides probably won't have the neck-breaking shock reaction of something like a Porsche Taycan. Yet it's all around judged and moves away from essentially anything bar an all-out sports car from a stop, even in the 2-engine version. Saying that, it's wise to take note of that this truly is certainly not a flexible B-street dissector. The sheer width and main part of the EV6 implies that you must be careful on more modest paths, however A streets are dispatched with that simple casualness that excellent electric vehicles succeed at. Quality is fantastic, it's outwardly satisfying and the contraption count will have button fetishists foaming, all that from cutting-edge ADAS, high-level driver help frameworks, to the most recent security pack and stuff like a tremendous head-up show that stretches over a decent part of the driver's view. There are several 12.3-inch screens that make up the inside data gateway, and there are real handles to control temperature and a haptic bar between them to do the wide range of various stuff. It's very much spread out, despite the fact that it requires over a moment to interpret the different capabilities as a whole. It's brimming with detail however, and feels groundbreaking, instead of an agglomeration of components. It's damn great, by and large. Make a beeline for the inside tab for more. The EV6 cuts an altogether different way progressively to the Hyundai Ioniq 5 with which it shares bones and blood. Particular yet improbable to tumble off a design bluff, fascinating to drive however no concern to a legitimate games vehicle. The EV6 cuts an altogether different way progressively to the Hyundai Ioniq 5 with which it shares bones and blood. Also, that is no awful thing. But at the same time it's roomy, calm and a truly competent cruiser, and furnished with an 800-volt design that capitalizes on essentially any open charging station you can lay your hands on. One of those vehicles makes you think different nations are one stage behind the game contrasted with what Korea brings to the table. It's all around judged, adjusted, intriguing and fulfilling. All around good Kia. Don't forget to like the videos and subscribe to our channel for the continuation of such videos.